bad because every time I see a movie with Chris Hemsworth that isn't in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm always like, why is he talking differently? 12 Strong stars Chris Hemsworth, Michael Shannon, Michael Pena, and Trevante Rhodes from Moonlight, man. I see you. And this tells the true story of 12 soldiers that go to Afghanistan right after 9/11, and these are the first people to attack back against the Taliban, and stuff goes wrong. So right off the bat, I really had no interest in seeing this movie. The trailers really weren't doing it for me that much. I was just kind of like, this looks like another one of like the 13 Hours, American Sniper, Lone Survivor. This looks like another one of those. But I can't lie, the story of the first people to go after 9/11 was intriguing to me, so I decided to check it out. Seeing all these great actors portray these soldiers, because usually in this type of movie, you would see like maybe one headline name and then a bunch of like mid-tier to nobody level actors. I liked seeing a lot of A-listers be in this movie because it was different for me. Like I was like, Chris Hemsworth is a soldier in this kind of like war movie. I like that. And Michael Shannon as well is fantastic in this movie. Trevante Rhodes coming off of Moonlight, I loved seeing him in this movie, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing what he does next. I know he's in The Predator, so I'm hoping that guy has a really great career because he's fantastic. Michael Pena is usually the comedic relief, and that's once again what he does here. And for the most part, the action is really well executed. I really had no problem with any shaky cam or anything. The action's really well filmed. I loved all the action scenes. It was exhilarating and really entertaining. That being said, though, I usually find I have this issue with war movies lately, and I haven't really found a war movie that I truly loved since Saving Private Ryan, to be honest. I feel that every time I see these movies, the character development is sort of lacking. With Lone Survivor, I was getting there, and American Sniper as well, but I just feel like with these war movies these days, I don't care that much about the people in the movie. Of course, with it being a true story, you want to see everything be okay, and you want to make sure everybody gets out. But I find that the character development in this movie, I'm not caring that so much that the character remains okay. I care more because it's an actor that I like. You know what I mean? With this movie, I was kind of like, oh no, Michael Shannon, I hope you're okay. Or oh no, Michael Pena, I hope you're okay. Or Trevante Rhodes, or Chris Hemsworth. I found that happening a lot during this movie, and I didn't really even remember the characters' names all that much. The character development is definitely lacking for me in this movie, and I felt like there were a few scenes in the beginning where, you know, they're leaving their wives, and they're like, oh, going back to war, I know I'm supposed to be on leave, but I'm going, I gotta fight back. And that's very admirable and everything, but I just felt like that wasn't enough for me to connect with these people. But that's literally my one flaw with this movie, and it is kind of a major one, but I just feel like it might just be me. It might just be me not connecting more with these characters, because I just feel like in these movies lately, I'm just like, but I don't care. Like, I just don't see a reason to feel connected to you, because the movie hasn't given me a reason to. But this is a fantastic January movie. I feel like this January so far has been really good. Nothing has been really terrible. I mean, there's some disappointments with The Commuter, but like, everything so far has been fantastic for the most part. Well, I shouldn't say fantastic. It's been decent, and it hasn't been shit, which is incredible for me. I don't think I've ever seen a January where there hasn't been one truly awful movie. I haven't seen some of the stuff in January yet, so that's coming. I felt like 12 Strong was a very interesting true story that I didn't know that much about, and I'm glad that I sat there and learned, because I didn't know a lot of these events took place. And it was interesting to see that not everybody in Afghanistan was the villain, and I like to see them meet up with some other Afghanistan people and sort of like work with them to take down the Taliban, because you know, a lot of people hated the Taliban in Afghanistan. I liked seeing that, because it was interesting to see Chris Hemsworth have this dynamic with this Afghanistan man, and I enjoyed that because it was different, and I felt like it was one of the shining moments of this movie to see like, oh, they're kind of working with people in like the enemy homeland to take out the enemy. I like that stuff, and that was very interesting to me. So in that respect, I enjoyed this movie. But as I said, the character development is kind of lacking. It's overall not that special of a movie. It's definitely stuff that we've seen before, but it's an interesting story to learn about. I could definitely send you to see it if you really like these war movies and you like 13 Hours and American Sniper and Lone Survivor. I think you'll also enjoy this movie because it's in the same vein as those. So 12 Strong. What did you guys think of it? Be sure to let me know in the comments below, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.